The next track in our F124 wet setup series is China, and boy, this is a tricky track this year. You always feel like you're understeering into corners and then struggling with stability on the exit no matter what you do with your setup. This wet setup's really targeted for stability, so you can just try and push your car, but you're going to really have to hustle it around this track. With the aero, I've gone 34 and 22. This is a boost of 1 on the front wing and 2 on the rear wing. This is for intermediates, but if you're running full wet conditions, add another 2 to the front wing and 2 or 3 to the rear wing. For your transmission, go 25 on your on-throttle diff, which is a reduction of 15% from our dry setup. This will help with traction, again helping with that rear stability at slower speed. Go 35% off-throttle diff and then an engine braking of 80%. Our suspension geometry is almost identical to our dry setup. Go left on your camber and then reduce your front toe all the way down to 0 and set your rear toe to 0.2. This is a touch more than our dry setup, again helping with rear stability. For the suspension, lower the front suspension down to 38 and keep the rear suspension at 6. For your ARBs, go 14 and 7, which kind of softens up your car all round. For the ride height, boost your front ride height to 27 and boost your rear ride height as well up to 57. This track's a bit bumpy and there's some big curves you need to ride over, so we want a slightly higher ride height than we would with other setups in the wet, just to avoid any aquaplaning or nasty moments. For your brakes, keep them exactly the same as in the dry, 100% brake pressure and 55% brake bias. And then for your tyres, go 28.5 on both front tyres and 26.5 on both rear tyres, and that will round out this Chinese wet car setup. This is one of the tougher tracks to drive in the rain, mainly due to that really awkward first corner sequence and then that really long corner just before the back straight as well. Both of those are going to really test your rear stability and your throttle management if you're driving with traction control off. Let me know how you get on and whether you like this track, whether you like this setup, and I will see you guys on track.